Just a welcome to Alternative Floor Movie review tonight. I've just finished actually watching this film, and it's a 1983 film, and it's a horror film again. It's a film called Sweet 16. I've been watching this tonight. Now, I want to tell you what I think of it, and what I liked about it, what I didn't like about it, and I'll get to the story. Right, okay, right. The year of 1983 was a fine time to be a slasher family genre creeping out classics from Sleepaway Camp through to House of House on Sorority Row. So both films, really good films. And for those who embrace the golden age, few knife play flicks as well as beloved as Sweet 16 with a top-notch cast that include Susan Strasberg, The Trip, Bo Hopkins, Wild Bunch, and Screen Queen sensation Dana Kimmel. Friday the 13th, 3D, part 3D. This tale of childhood trauma crafts a compelling whodunit mystery around some small town disposed of a slack of dead bodies. Is the perpetrator male or female, and just what is going on with the boy baiting Melissa, a mysterious and alluring presence who turn a tiny Texas community upside down with her sudden appearance. A tightly directed terror title, Sweet. Okay, so right at the beginning of this film, right, I won't tell the whole story, but this girl's having this like dream. First of all, she's like sitting in this room. She's like reading a book, like she's reading a book. This book, horror, it's like mystery, horror, whatever book, murder book, I think it is. And then it's all thundering outside. She's like sitting in a church. It's like some kind of like, it looks like a church, but I don't know, because of the windows and stuff. But anyway, she's hearing that funny noises, right? So she stands up, she opens this door. Next minute, this guy is like standing right in front of her, and she wakes up. And that's the part of the beginning of the film. And I can't remember, is it Marcy? Her name's Marcy, I think. And she has a brother, and she has a dad who's a sheriff. They have a dad who's a sheriff. Of course, like I said, at the beginning of the film, that happens. And then there's a part in the bar where these guys are like, tormenting this old Indian guys. These two sheriffs, they look like sheriffs. It's like cowboy and Indians kind of situation. But these two guys are not very nice. But then there's like some kind of like fight in the bar between this like the younger Indian who butts in, who's relative of the old guy, and so it happens anyway. So they all like go outside, and this girl like turns up called Melissa, who's a bit, who's a bit naughty in this movie. You wonder who is this Melissa? And of course, one of the guys I think it's the other guy's brother, is causing trouble. He goes with her. He leaves the other guy behind. This other kid, who's the brother of the girl at the beginning of the film, has a dream. That's their brother. He stays behind, so he has to walk back to it because he goes with that girl, the young girl who's he's quite young in it. Well, she's not actually really young. I mean, she's probably older. She's older in the film, but she plays like a very young girl because you do see a lot of nudity in this film. So yeah. So anyway, you see him making out in this freaking like Indian burial ground. So of course she's not very happy about it. She's like, I don't like being here. And you do see outside the car vehicle, you see something coming towards them, and you think, wonder if that's some kind of ghost or presence or it. So anyway, after they leave and they go back to her house, you see Finger turn up. But Patrick McGee, who's on the Avengers, he plays the girl's dad. He's really good in this actor. He's really good. He's a good actor he was. Of course, he's not happy about it. So anyway, he leaves, right, and so the car kind of like runs out of petrol, right. So when he's traveling the way back, of course, then he thinks, damn. Of course, he's drunk, of course, which is stupid. So he kind of like tries to walk it. Of course, so it's following him, and then something happens to him. He gets killed, and then later on, of course, they have to. Bit further part in the film, they have to find the kid. Of course, they find it. Of course, the sheriff and his kids go out to find the kid in it, because he's kind of vanished. Don't know what happened to him. Of course, they find the vehicle, and then the girl finds the body. Of course, in the movie, they do get the Indians do get like a accused of the murders. Yeah, because they get accused of the murders, and you think yourself, I don't think it's them. I just don't think it's them. I did have a few suspicions who it was. I was thinking maybe it's that person. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Then you're kind of like, maybe it's that person, or maybe it's that person. So I was kind of right in certain parts, because when you find out who the killer is, you think, interesting. Because because what happens later on, some kid at the school who was at the school, he asked her out. Of course, he tries. He quite fancies her. So later on in the film, he's waiting for her. But of course, someone's waiting for him and kills him instead. And kills him, and then she finds the body. Of course, the old man is there. So yeah, I saw a bit of a pat. The old man is there, right, and he gets blamed for it. And then something happens to him later on. It's kind of like the domino effect where something happens to one person, then something happens to the next. Like that. Of course, after when that kid got killed, I thought to myself, it's got to be something connected to the young girl in it. It has to be the Melissa. That's her name, of course. And then of course there has to be more. They have to find out who this killer is. They said they keep blaming the Jason guy in it, the young Indian in it. He gets blamed for it. He gets put in prison in the slammer. That's what they call it, the slammer. And yeah, it's got a few well-known actors in this. It's got the guy from Battlestar Galactica, isn't it? It's got I was just sitting there going, it's got Patrick McGee in it. It's really excellent. And I'm going to cut this review short now. I'm going to say the last part was interesting. With Melissa has like a birthday party, not a massive one, just a small one. Of course, they go to a house, right? And of course, the sheriff is investigating, and he's looking at his like screen with the like the pictures and stuff, the news reports and stuff like that. He's like looking at one of those, trying to investigate, because he thinks that nothing makes quite sense in the story. Why the Indians would actually kill anyone. Of course, then he finds the evidence on there who the killer is. So yeah, of course, like that, and his kids are at the Melissa's birthday party, of course, and that's when you find out who the killer is, and it's interesting. The finale is really good, actually. So yeah, okay, what I didn't like about it, I don't know. I'm trying to think what I didn't like about it. Nothing really. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I suppose it could have been a bit longer, the film. It's like 1 hour 27 minutes. I wish it was on for like 1 hour 45 minutes. I suppose not the strongest story ever I've ever seen in a film. It's decent. It's a decent story. But I still liked it. So yeah. And you got Patrick McGee in it, and he's really good at it. And yeah. So yeah, what I didn't like about it, probably because it's too short. It's not a short film. It's like 1 hour 20. I suppose 1 hour 27 is okay for rating for a film. So that's fine. I'm fine with the time. So like I said, I can't really think of anything I disliked about it. Decent performance from the cast. It's got a really strong cast too. Wasn't it? So yeah. Okay, what I liked about it, the characters are good in it. Patrick McGee, he's great in it. Solid performances. But yeah, I liked it. So yeah. And decent death scenes. Not brilliant, not the best death scenes I've ever seen, but they're okay. So it's a good slasher film, I'd say. So yeah. And the twist is interesting. I wasn't really that surprised. Well, I was like, oh, okay, it's that person. So yeah. I wasn't really surprised, like I said. It was like, so yeah, interesting. So yeah, so the rating I'm going to give this film is a 4 out of 5 because I really enjoyed it. 4 out of 5. Really enjoyed it. It's a good slasher film. It's fun. Yeah. But yeah, I liked it. So 4 out of 5 for Sweet 16. Really interesting movie. So anyway, people, this is my review of Sweet 16. And anyway, people, remember to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to go off now. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day, have a nice evening, and have a nice week. And take care. And see you later. Bye.